Carr now on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On play action, now Carr. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now for Carr. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's White, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slow. Slow. Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Slow.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Taylor. Complete to Dorsett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. Goes underneath here to White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Colby Listenby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Slow.
They'll run with White. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, it makes me glad.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slow. Two jet. Slow.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Slow.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Dorsett's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Taylor. That's going to be caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Slow. Under.
They get it to him running left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carry for White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Monday down. Purdue. Go Chief.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. It's Carr on the right side, Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Oh, the spin. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Carr to throw on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Go Chiefs!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Corey Legion never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Corey Legion in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
694. Hey.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Returnable for Dorsett. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Taylor on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. To throw on 2nd down. Taylor under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, Taylor. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Taylor looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Taylor on third down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Muscling free near the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go. Down. 180.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A toss play, Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Southern.